Hello there guys and girls, this is Ketchup here, and representing the Kombat Tabloid, my brother Mustard and I had the privilege to head down to Telford the previous weekend for Insomnia 48. Now if any of you are unfamiliar with the Iseries, it's a huge event that takes place 3 times a year, and a LAN event that includes a multitude of different stands and attractions, mainly hosted from developers or marketing companies trying to advertise their new products on the market, on top of brand new games ready to hit the scene. The main attraction to Insomnia is that it's a gathering place for LAN players all over the world, the main headliners being popular games like StarCraft or League of Legends, on top of games like Call of Duty making their way into the mix. It makes for an exciting event if you're a huge fan of gaming. This is an event where huge tournaments are held for these kind of games, some where sponsored players and their teams compete head to head to determine who's the best and who will walk away with the championship spot. However, all LAN games aside, that was not the reason that Mustard and I were at the Iseries. We always make our way down there for the fighting games. They debuted at Insomnia 45 courtesy of Unequaled Media, and they've been going strong ever since. The catch with this particular event is that this was the first time that Injustice Gods Among Us was playable in the UK. Throughout the entire weekend we were working with Warner Brothers on their Injustice stand. We were assisting anyone that needed help with the game or just a general overview of how the system works. We were approached given our competitive Mortal Kombat background and our passion for the game in general. I managed to get some time with a few of the tournament fighting game players at the event and asked them a handful of questions about their experience of the game, given the small amount of time they had over the weekend to try it out. I simply asked them what they thought of the game so far, and here's what they had to say.
I love it, to be honest.
I play this game, someone told me, let me just try it out. But I'm not really a fan of the 3D game or jumping, but the game just caught my eye. The DC characters, obviously I'm a complete DC fan.
The game is amazing. It really is. It's a lot better than what I thought it would be.
A lot of people's opinion has been changed. And me, like everyone else, thinks that 1, Injustice is legit, 2, is a solid game, and 3, we need a new game, and this could be the new game that could be almost as big as Street Fighter. I'm pretty guaranteed that could happen.
On the Sunday, Mad Cats were generous enough to provide us with a couple of Triton kunais, so we decided to run a 32-man tournament for fun. This was a great chance to give the stand a little bit more attention, and more importantly, to get everyone that had put time into practicing the game a chance to have some serious fun and prepare themselves for future competitions. It was a great success, with a large variety of characters being used throughout. We had some really tense matches, some amazing comebacks, and some down to the magic pixel winners. But in the end, it was the Kombat Tabloids' own Nexus that took the first place spot against Unequaled Media's Ajax in a Nightwing mirror match. I was really surprised just how many players enjoyed the game, especially considering it was such an old build, the New York Comic Con build to be exact. This has really filled me with a great excitement for the final release and a newly announced regional tournament taking place at the start of April. For more information on that, you can contact me on Twitter via PNDKetchup, and I'll answer any questions that you have. That just about sums up the weekend of Insomnia. Thanks to everyone that showed their faces, and a huge thanks to Unequaled Media for running a great tournament for all other games. A huge thanks to Multiplay for hosting such a great event, and a massive thanks to Warner Bros. for giving us all the opportunity to try out such a hyped up game for the first time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the road for Injustice. This is PND Ketchup signing out.